Richard from MTCS, and today I'd like to talk about how training fits into the competence program, or perhaps the question is, does training actually make an individual competent? Well, the answer to that question is no, it doesn't. Training alone will not make somebody competent. However, it does have an important role in the journey to competence. So when we talk about training, we're talking about perhaps a training course that somebody may attend at the beginning of their career. Perhaps it could be some form of induction training into a particular industry. And during that training course, they're going to develop a lot of their knowledge about subject matter, and perhaps they're going to have the opportunity to develop some skills. So certainly, if there's a practical element to the course. At the end of the course, they will go through some formal assessment. Perhaps it could be an examination, multiple choice test. Again, there could be a practical assessment element to that training course. So at that point, when they're finished, then are they competent or not? Well, the answer is no, because they won't have had any experience in the particular activities that they've covered on the training course. The practical activities that they've covered on the training course were not in what we said a contextual environment. So what happens after the course then is that they go into the workplace, and then they need to be assessed by perhaps qualified skills assessors through over a range of activities, being assessed against standards of competence. And this is very, very important. So does training then take place whilst they're being assessed? Well, yes, it does to a point, but we like to refer to it as perhaps coaching, and coaching is much more specific to the job, and even mentoring is another part of that development process that will take place with the individual after the training. So obviously competence is important, because many projects in the offshore energy industry require people to have a certificate of competence. So it's important that we understand how the training actually fits. Another important role that competence has is it actually identifies any training requirements that perhaps are needed. We find at MTCS that a lot of our clients spend a lot of money on training, but how effective has it been? Some training courses that are literally just attendance courses, so there's no assessment. So they've invested that money in it, but how effective has it been? So the competence program is important because it actually identifies particularly where you need to perhaps channel the training budget. So to conclude then, no, training doesn't make somebody competent, but it does have a very important role in the journey to competence, as does coaching and perhaps even mentoring. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it of use. If you do have any further questions, please do contact MTCS directly, either via our website or directly by email. Thank you.